King Arthur, the legend of a noble king and his timeless Camelot. A noble king, a magical sword, and a round table of legendary knights, King Arthur and Camelot are tales woven into the fabric of history and fantasy. But was King Arthur a real warrior king, or just a mythical figure? Today, we journey into the heart of Britain's greatest legend to uncover the truth. The legend of King Arthur dates back over 1,000 years, originating from the early medieval period in Britain. According to legend, Arthur was a great warrior who united the Britons and defended the land from invading Saxons. He was said to be the ideal king, wise, just, and brave. One of the most famous elements of the story is how Arthur became king. The tale says he pulled a sword, Excalibur, from a stone, proving he was the rightful ruler of Britain. But where does this story come from, and is there any truth behind it? The earliest references to Arthur come from Welsh and Celtic traditions. He was first mentioned by a historian named Nennius in the 9th century as a warrior who fought in 12 great battles. But these accounts are vague, with no solid evidence tying Arthur to a specific time or place. It wasn't until the 12th century that the legend took shape. Geoffrey of Monmouth's History of the Kings of Britain introduced many of the elements we recognize today: Camelot, Merlin, and the Knights of the Round Table. However, Geoffrey's work was more fiction than fact, blending folklore with his own imagination. Camelot, the legendary kingdom of King Arthur, was said to be a utopia, a place where justice and chivalry thrived. At the heart of Camelot was the Round Table, where Arthur's knights gathered as equals. But did Camelot really exist? Some believe Camelot may have been inspired by real places like Tintagel Castle in Cornwall or Cadbury Castle in Somerset. Archaeologists have found evidence of ancient settlements at these sites, but no definitive proof links them to Arthur. The Knights of the Round Table were legendary warriors bound by a code of chivalry. Among the most famous were Sir Lancelot, Sir Gawain, and Sir Galahad. Each knight had their own adventures, often involving quests for honor, love, or divine relics, like the Holy Grail. The quest for the Holy Grail, in particular, became one of the most enduring parts of the Arthurian legend. But historians suggest these stories were likely added later to reflect Christian themes, rather than historical events. No story of King Arthur would be complete without Merlin, the enigmatic wizard who guided Arthur from boyhood to kingship. Merlin's magical abilities and prophetic powers made him a key figure in the legend. Young Merlin, however, is more myth than man. His character likely draws from Celtic and Welsh folklore, blending elements of druids, prophets, and wise men. Whether or not Arthur was real, his legend continues to captivate us. The tales of Camelot reflect timeless themes of bravery, justice, and the pursuit of a better world. They remind us of the power of leadership and the enduring human desire for heroes. From classic films like Excalibur to modern adaptations like The Sword in the Stone and The Green Knight, Arthur's story evolves with each generation, proving its lasting appeal. Today, the legend of King Arthur serves as a bridge between history and mythology. While we may never know the full truth, the stories offer a fascinating glimpse into the values and imagination of medieval society. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more incredible stories from history and legend. Until next time, keep exploring the past. It's full of amazing stories waiting to be told.